Now, it's nearly the end of Freshers' Fortnight for first-year university students across the UK. Nightclubs have been running at a somewhat normal capacity as they would have been doing pre-pandemic, but things are about to change for students and nightclubs here in Wales. In just a few weeks' time, it will become mandatory to show an NHS Covid pass on entry to a nightclub. Now, these have been used at a couple of large-scale events here in Wales over the summer months. Green Man Festival in Brecon in August, for example, but these will become mandatory from mid-October. They are a little bit different to that vaccine passport that the UK government dismissed just a few weeks ago. You're going to have two options. You can either prove that you're double jabbed or that you've had a negative lateral flow test within the last 48 hours. I headed into Cardiff last night to have a chat to some students to see what they think about the changes.
I think that's all right. I think good, yeah. I've only been jabbed once though, so it's going to be a bit annoying having to do the lateral flows every time I go out.
It's a bit annoying that we can go in right now without anything,
yeah.
and then in 2 weeks it's just changes.
So, yeah,
it's not like
why is it different?
Why is it different?
Because I haven't had my second jab yet.
It depends on the waiting as well, doesn't it?
Because I've had to wait so long to get my first jab. I haven't had my second jab yet. So I physically won't be able to.
Yeah. Would you do a lateral flow test instead? Because you can do that.
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
It's a bit expensive.
Yeah, I feel that's very expensive.
I get it to stop it, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be able to be kept on top of, is it?
No.
I think the queue's going to be longer, and it's just going to take a lot more effort about it. But
yeah, I think it's definitely and it's one of them changes that you're going to have to get used to. I think it's going to be one of the better ones, isn't it? It's not put in place to annoy people. It's put in place to help people. You know what I mean?
A lot of people have struggled maybe to get a jab. I haven't been fully vaccinated yet, so
yeah, loads of people our age not fully vaccinated. So it's it's a bit hard. It's not harsh, but it's a bit they haven't let them they haven't let them
enough time
to get the vaccination.
But if you don't get the vaccine, you can do a lateral flow test,
right.
And if you've proved you're negative within 48 hours before, you can go into a club. So what do you think about that?
It's not bad.
That's it's a good maybe solution, but some people don't like taking those tests, and a lot of people are going to forget as well. So they'll come on a night out, get turned away, and off go home. You know what I mean? And all their friends are going in.
It's a bit annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of understandable, but I feel like people just lie about it and just won't actually probably do them.
The only thing with the lateral flows is you can fake it. That's one of the issues. Why are you laughing at me? Because you could just scan the QR code, don't you? You don't actually take a picture of it to say that you haven't had it. So I think it's quite.
I think it's ridiculous. I can go into a club, but I can't make a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, or you can't go to
the Tesco and get anything without a mask, but you can go to a club with thousands of people.
It does. That doesn't actually make sense. The fact that you can go into the shop, you have to have a mask on, but to go into a club with thousands of people, you're fine.
And something the Welsh Government are considering is making it a criminal offence if you fake a lateral flow test.
Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. It is a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
That's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
That's beyond a joke.
I personally don't know of anyone.
I do.
I do as well, yeah.
But I went to Red and loads of
I think
people
it's too easy to fake it at the moment.
Yeah. You don't need to prove this negative, you literally just click a button, don't you? Positive and negative.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Because if we walk in, say we go lives out, we just walk straight in, and we could have COVID, but it's and then in 2 weeks it just changes. It's
why is everything changing now? Do you know what I mean?
Why didn't they do it from the start when they opened all the clubs if they're that bothered? Because I personally, I don't care anymore.
So lads, how are they going to prove that you've done it? How can they prove that you've faked a test?
How are you going to figure it out? How are they going to know that someone's faked it? They're not. They won't be able to tell though, will they?
You put orange juice on it, it goes positive. You put water on it, it's negative.
No, water doesn't work. It doesn't show up.
Fruit juice that make it positive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Yeah. I did it to get out of school.
Get out of work.
Now, the way that students enter nightclubs are due to change, and as you heard there are certainly some mixed feelings about the NHS Covid pass becoming mandatory. On Tuesday, there will be a vote here in the Senedd where ministers will decide whether it will become a criminal offence to fabricate a lateral flow test. But it's thought that Welsh Labour will need the support of Plaid Cymru in order to get this passed.